Russell Westbrook is no longer a Los Angeles Laker. He's officially been traded in a 3-team trade with the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Utah Jazz. Westbrook is being rerouted potentially to another team as well because the Jazz are looking to buy him out, apparently. Officially, the Lakers have ended the Russell Westbrook era, and they brought in D'Angelo Russell, they brought in Malik Beasley, and they brought in Jared Vanderbilt from the Utah Jazz. I still think this Lakers team has a couple of additions they need to make in terms of making the team better. There's a lot here to unpack, but we're officially here. Trade deadline is tomorrow on Thursday, so there should be more teams making more moves. This was a very big move from the Lakers in terms of at least giving themselves some real flexibility. Regardless if you think these players can help the Lakers team win a championship this year, they have assets that they can sign to longer contracts in the summer and then potentially work some things out for next season as well. Overall, pretty strong move from the Lakers. Also, they only had to throw in one first-round pick that is top 4 protected. So I think overall, this is a pretty good move for the Lakers. I'm still trying to process the Russell Westbrook part of this trade because now that we know that he's been traded, I'm wondering what team he goes to next. But for the rest of this video, I kind of want to focus in detail on Russell Westbrook and his future in the NBA. Russell Westbrook's tenure on the Los Angeles Lakers was not a positive one. I feel like a lot of people came into it expecting more than what happened. I think there were a lot of factors on the team that did impact Russ and his play. But ultimately, Russell Westbrook declined as a basketball player. His efficiency, pretty much a career low all across the board. Obviously, his role changed, so that's a part of it. But Russell Westbrook was playing very bad basketball in many spots for 2 seasons. And now that he is officially off of the Lakers roster, the next team he plays basketball for, whether it be the Clippers, the Bulls, or whatever team is planning to take Russell Westbrook on, I think it's going to be very important that he still shows his value in the league in a new situation. And I'm kind of happy for Westbrook because regardless if you pin all of the Lakers' issues on him, it is tough to see that mentally he was really impacted by this situation in his hometown. So I think a fresh start is exactly what Westbrook needs to be the best player that he can be in the rest of his years in the NBA. So I'm curious about it. I think the Clippers are a very interesting team to potentially get Russell Westbrook. The Clippers are already trying to buy out John Wall, and even though Westbrook's shot IQ sometimes is really horrible, I think his downhill ability and rim pressure is exactly what the Clippers need and kind of want it from John Wall. Westbrook doesn't lack that and can still play make at an extremely high level when he is dribble driving. So very interesting stuff. As a Westbrook fan myself, I do want to see him succeed, but I refuse to lie about how he played in Los Angeles. It just wasn't great. I think for the Lakers, though, this does give them something to work with. And I think for a lot of Lakers fans, even if they don't win the title this year, it's more about having some form of hope and something to root for in the upcoming seasons. And the fact that you at least got these players who can be salary fillers, who you can flip in the offseason for bigger packages, bigger trades to make the team even better, that is good front office movement. And for a front office that has made a lot of blunders, I do think they deserve their credit and their respect here. So I think that's pretty interesting. Let's also focus on the other aspects of this trade, though. I think Mike Conley sending him over to the Timberwolves, I think, is a good logical fit. D'Angelo Russell has not been having as great of a season. He's had multiple times where he hasn't really given good production for the Timberwolves. Recently, he's been playing good basketball, so I'll give him that. But I think Mike Conley gives them a more functional need. I think that's going to unlock Anthony Edwards a bit more in terms of Conley being a better distributor, in my opinion, than D'Angelo Russell, a more efficient basketball player. And moreover, he's not going to take as many shots. So I do think Anthony Edwards is going to have a much more unlocked role with Mike Conley, who is also a great veteran presence to have in the locker room. And for the Timberwolves, I think a lot of their issues come down to not having veteran presences in their locker room to really better their situations and help communicate things to their players. So I think Mike Conley is a phenomenal fit for what the Timberwolves are trying to do. So I think that's a pretty good trade. We still have to see when Karl-Anthony Towns is going to be back. He's been out for like 2 months now. So got to see what happens with that. But I do like this move from the Timberwolves, as in my opinion, D'Lo was kind of a negative asset. And considering the trade that the Timberwolves threw him into, I think they wanted to get some value out of him, knowing they probably wouldn't be able to get much in the regular season, and they probably didn't want to pay D'Angelo Russell that contract extension. So from the Timberwolves, I think this is good asset management, and getting him back in place, I think works out really, really well. But yeah, man, crazy 3-team trade. Very close to the trade deadline. Again, on Thursday, I'm gonna probably have some more breakdown videos. When the trade deadline is all said and done, I'm gonna probably do biggest winners and losers for the NBA trade deadline. So if you like NBA basketball, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're working up, almost got 1,000 subscribers. There will be more NBA live streams, watch parties, and all that type of content as we continue on into the playoffs, because that's coming up very, very soon, right? So that's the thing. But overall, I give the Lakers, let's say, a B+ trade. I do think this was a good move. And also off the court, like, I just feel like the Westbrook stuff, there was so much toxicity around it from the fan base of people that irrationally hated Russell Westbrook and the people that irrationally defended him when he was terrible. I think both things were plaguing the entire fan base. I think at least moving him out now brings a clearer focus to both of those fans if you're breaking them up. So I do think that's a positive thing for them. I think for the Utah Jazz, they still get a first-round pick out of this situation, so that's a win. I do think they could have got more for their players than they got. I'm surprised that they settled for the Lakers offer, so I would kind of give them a C+. I think they could have got more, but overall, those are my thoughts on the trade. Let me know in the comments who you think overall won. Where is Russell Westbrook going? If you have any idea of where you think he's going, again, post that down there in the comments as well. But I'll catch you guys in the next video. We got a lot of things coming. Peace out, people.